Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be taking a review of the 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver Universal Remote. Right, so I'm going to go over the box first. So here is the box. As you can see, it says 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver. My box is pretty bad up. Just because it's a box, I don't really care for the box. But here it is anyway. It says extending 12th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver Universal Remote Control, the horrible Doctor Who logo design, 12th Doctor's TARDIS, Doctor Who logo again, some honeycomb sort of hexagon thing, very reminiscent of the TARDIS. You can see a big picture of it if you want. The side shows all some different features, and the bottom shows some like information on how to use it and stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the box. Yep. So opening up the box, you will be greeted by the screwdriver here. Below that there is, or I think it might be above, I don't know, but above or below there. Well, above it will be a stand, which I'll try and find the stand. And below it will be a poster of the Sonic, which will go over it, and some silica gel, which I still have in here somehow. But yeah, that's the box. I'm going to start off with the main thing itself, the Sonic. It's quite weighty. It's definitely a lot heavier than the toy. As for scaling, if I just go and grab a toy, here's a toy. They are absolutely identical in size, because they didn't go off the prop with this one. They went off the toy. Silly thing to do. Kind of annoying. As you can see, there are subtle differences. But yeah, I'll start from the bottom, I guess. So this is the 12th one, not the 11th one, so the button's not here now. It's just this solid thing here. There's no red button inside or anything. It's just a lot like this. Well, that's the exact same, really. And going up from that, well, everything's in sort of this chrome stuff, so it's very, very nice, but it will flake off if you're not careful. Here you can see the handle section is slightly yellow, and they put these little black speckles in, which I think is accurate to the prop. See all the black speckle thing? It just looks like dust to me. It doesn't look that nice. But compare it to the toy, it's a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner, nicer, and yeah, I've got a big scratch on mine there. But oh well. Getting to, well, you got a ring here, but then you've got the leather section, which is rubber on this, and you can see you've got the activation button there. You've got the what do you call it, stitching, which is just rubber. It's sort of textured just like that instead, which is better than the toy. The toy's plastic, but they captured the leather aspect on the toy so much better. Even the stitching looks better on the toy than this thing, I think. Going up from that, you have the this section here, which can screw off, because that's the way you get into the batteries. Screw there, then you twist it and pull, and then you can get to the AAA battery. I think it takes 2, does it? Or 1? It's just a AAA battery inside. I can't remember, I'll check it out in a bit. But yeah, you have this rubber instead, which over the years has sort of expanded us and stuff, so it opens up. It's really annoying. I don't like it. But yeah, this thing, it's a lot thicker. It makes it a lot thicker that the battery thing's there. I mean, on the toy, it's different. Very different. And going up from that, you have these just metal sections. They aren't chrome at all, they're just metal. That's alright. And you also have the chrome parts, which these are supposed to be screw things in there, but they look a bit silly, to be honest. They should be darker and stuff, but it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, you've got these grated sections, which would be the grip to extend it, and above from that you've got obviously the claw section here, which is very, very nice. Yeah, it is. It's very grubby over the years, but sort of how I got it as well, which is quite annoying. And then you do have these screws, which seem to be weird colours. Yeah, I've only just noticed that, to be honest. And extending the Sonic, which I won't do it fully right now. You see the gold ring, which should technically be about there-ish on the real prop, so it's very inaccurate. It's more like a toy. It's slightly improved from the toy, if you have a look. They lifted it the tiniest bit up, but as you can see, they've got this plastic in there, which green plastic, which has some swirly bits in to match the prop. I've got a really good one here. All the rest are just sort of average and stuff, and yeah, it's a different gold. And so is this up here, which is annoying as well. Didn't bother doing chrome on that bit, but it would flake off extremely easy because these bits are what hold this thing, so there's a lot of friction and they're sort of reliant on it. You got more swirls up here. It's very shaky, which is horrifying, but this, as you extend it, the springs sway out while the claws spray out with the springs, and you get to see more of the oops, sorry about that. You get to see more of the little pommel at the end, which is identical to the toy. It's not very accurate to the prop at all, and you get to see these screws here, and these are hollow, which is horrible. I don't like that. They should have added a little extra effort in, but it was just £60, and I'll go over features and sort of stuff now. So I'm going to show you the flickability that this has, which the old one didn't have. So this one was sort of very nice. So if you flick it out, it does that. It's a very nice flick. You can't close it like the toy, you have to pull them in. I don't know if that's accurate to the prop, I think it is. You do get a little wiggle on this, but that's alright. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So turning on the Sonic, you just have to hold the button down. Practice mode. And the first mode you're in is practice mode. So in practice mode, this is basically a gesture-based Sonic, so this is sort of the things it does. Left, right, up, down, push, pull. Anti-clockwise, clockwise. Tap on the top, tap on the left, tap on the right, tap on the bottom. Tap it on the bottom. Right, but yeah, when you first get this Sonic, they'll be all out of sync and get it wrong a lot. I don't know why that is, it's just true. It's a bit silly, really. But yeah, that's the practice mode, and to get it into another well, there's also this. Double press clockwise, clockwise. Alright, shut up. To get it into the other mode, you just click it once. Control mode, memory bank A. So in memory bank A, it's just the same as gestures. Some of them have already been activated. So what you do is you get it in programming mode, which is entering programming mode, memory bank A. You hold your remote up. Say you want to do a gesture, up, and then click the button. Press remote button again. That can happen. Whatever. Well, that didn't work. I'll just put OK instead. Sorry.
Please press remote button again.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And then whatever gesture I did, we'll set it. Whatever gesture I did, I'll do it again. And if you do it on the TV, it'll do it on the TV. But I'm not really equipped to do that right now. But to get it out of programming mode, which that's how you identify it is in programming mode, you just click the button.
Exiting programming mode. Control mode. Memory bank A.
And it's ready. So that'll do OK as I set it to the OK button. It has to be an infrared remote. If you've got a modern TV, this thing is useless. It's useless anyway. I wouldn't recommend using it for a TV. To be honest, it's just, you got a remote for a reason. You don't need this thing. But to get into the other, well, you've also got other memory banks. So if you got separate items, then you can get into the other ones, which you do that by
Memory bank B.
Memory bank B.
Memory bank C.
C.
Memory bank A.
Yeah, you get 3 memory banks. So aren't you lucky? You get to use this thing on 3 devices.
Unassigned.
Any gesture, even double click is a gesture. And then the next mode is
Quiet control mode. Memory bank A.
and what this does is the gestures sound like a little tap. Don't know why it makes this tap sound. It's quite annoying, really. I just wish it just lit up instead and be actually stealthy, because that would be more fun. But it's alright. It's better than the whirring sound. And let's go to the next mode,
FX mode.
which is the best mode. FX mode, yes. So if you hold the button, you get this horrible Sonic sound. I absolutely despise that sound for a Sonic. It's screechy, horrible, loud, and everything. But good news, because if you double tap this and hold it on the second tap, you've got gesture-based modes. I tend to use it for this on the 11th, because that sounds like the 11th. And yeah, you've got sounds all taken out of the show from various episodes and stuff. Like, for example, this is the 9th and 10th Doctor Screwdriver sound. That's a 3rd Doctor sound from the Sea Devils or something, I think. And yeah, a range of other ones. If you press the Sonic 3 times, you get a Morse code light. And also a one with sound. It's just the same one. I don't know what it means, I forgot. But yeah, it's just some weird feature. And when you have the Sonic going, you can extend it while it's going. So that's cool. One thing you'll notice is with the light, when it's extending, the light goes dimmer, because the light is actually housed, I think it's over here or something. So yeah, it just travels up, so the light will get brighter as it goes down, which is alright. And it saves the wire it's having to extend for an LED, so it won't break easy. But yeah, the sound doesn't matter how much is extended, it will always sound the same. No Doppler effect. And you can do some other things. Press it 7 times. You'll get that. 4 times.
Enter lock code.
You can create a lock code.
Okay.
It'll turn off, and then when you turn it on,
Please enter unlock code. Practice mode.
okay.
FX mode.
I broke the lock code. You have to unlock it to use it usually, but I've broken that thing.
Erasing lock code.
Yeah, press it 5 times, it will get rid of the lock code.
Done.
But I didn't even have to. I don't know what happened there.
Practice. Quiet. FX mode.
But one thing you'll notice is because you have to deactivate the Sonic, you have to hold it down. When you're in FX mode,
Practice mode. Quiet. FX mode.
which is the most prominent mode, you'll notice you can't do that on this. So if you wanna shut it down on FX mode, you can just press 4 times,
Enter lock code.
then hold. Sonic's off. When you turn it back on,
FX mode.
there you go. So if you hold it down like 6 times or something, you'll just get the torch mode, or something, which you can also extend it in. But yeah, it's quite nice. I wish the button was down here. Should be a micro switch button down here, but it's on the back, which you can hold it like it is there, like the prop when you're doing it around and stuff. This end thing's quite loose. I'll turn on the light again. Yeah, this end thing comes quite loose and stuff like that. And when you do that, it will become loose over the years. But I just added a little bit extra onto these little squares which hold it in, so mine doesn't really open. Well, it does now. It's been a couple of years since I've done that anyway. But yeah, the main mode, which I'll go on to now, is called I think it's TV Be Gone or something. But I'll show you that now. So this is a TV. It's not a very good TV, but anyway, if you grab your Sonic, point it towards the TV, and what was it? If you press the button and hold it on the third one for 3 times and point it next to your TV, it will scan all the different waves and find the one that activates and deactivates your TV. So I can turn it off as well, but my TV has a little setup, so I'll just wait for that. Right, so now I'm going to do the same again. Just turn it off. Hold on. Classic example of it not working. But anyway, there's another mode which if you press it 4 times and hold it instead of 3, you get the same, except it has no sound, which I'll point it towards the TV again. I hope it works. And yeah, it basically does the same thing but stealthy, which is good. You can go anywhere, school or something, or pubs or something, and turn off the TV, the projectors, anything you want. It's really quite fun to use that mode. That's the best thing about this, I'd say. But yeah, it's not working for that. It won't always work. That's a classic example of that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the Sonic. So yeah.
Enter lock code. Goodbye.
And sometimes it will say goodbye to you. How nice. And let's get on to the other stuff. This is the stand the Sonic comes with, which is looks like a load of Pac-Mans, badly done, but it's Gallifreyan. It's just a small little base, very light and stuff, and it will hold your Sonic very securely, and it won't tip over like the 10th one. So they improved from that. But yeah, there's the stand, which works very nicely. It's very minimalistic, and yeah, you can have it extended on the stand, which is very, very nice. It's that swirly look to it. The stand. Right. This is the poster that the Sonic comes with. You get the 12 dot and stuff. On the other side is the instructions. I'm not going to take this down. You get some words of stuff on the Sonic. Yeah, it's not as nice as the 10th one, and it's the other way around to the 10th one, so it's quite annoying if you have them both together. And yeah, I would have preferred the 11th dot to be in there, but 12 is fine. And yeah, it's a nice poster to have, I suppose. So that's the poster, and it's alright in size, not that big, but you know. So, what do I think about this Sonic? I think it's inaccurate to the prop, which is really annoying. They could have done like the 10th one, which has its problems of its own, but yeah, it's inaccurate to the prop. It is nice for some of the modes. It's good for cosplay, definitely, if you don't have a prop already. The price of this originally was, I think it was £60, I think, and now you can only get it online for like £400. Yeah, don't buy it if it's 400. It is worth the money it came on, which is £60. It's really just a novelty. It's not a prop replica. It's just a nicer version of the toy with some remote features that you probably won't use. But that's this Sonic. Yeah, definitely don't overpay for this. Not worth it. Sorry to be critical, but it really isn't. But it's nice to have around if you've got it for the price it is. If you've got enough money to afford this, then just wait until you get a prop replica. Which I don't even think prop replicas are worth it these days. But you know, if you really want one, then I suppose you can get one. I got one because I found it for, I think it was £50, and with a bunch of other free stuff, so I thought, yeah, you know, it's more to the original price, it's bearable, and that was only a couple of years ago now, and here it is. It feels like it's going to fall apart, I know, yeah, and it gets weaker over time, the paint comes off over time, even that thing keeps coming off. So yeah, it's not that great. People overhype it. It's better than the 11th one because it extends. The extension feels quite nice, but it's nothing major really. But yeah, you'd be fine with the toy really. But if you're premium, then there you go. Hope you like this video. It's probably one of the most honest sort of videos you'll find. Just realised there's a scratch on my Sonic. If I go, I'll put the light on. Yeah, this is probably one of the most critical videos you'll find of this Sonic, but one of the most honest and truthful that you'll find. So yeah, that's this Universal Remote 12th Doctor Sonic. Have a good day and goodbye.